Hey. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? It is your man D Real coming at you. We about to talk about the Edgefield family prequel. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Chip. Who is he? What the hell is he doing here? And mysterious men as we delve into the hellish, historic hood hilarity that is Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, issue number 3. This is Be Real with D Real. Cue the music. What up? What up, y'all? Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where Edutainment explains it. Before we get off into what we want to do, we need to take care of what we need to do first. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D Real page so that when the material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket, comment, like, subscribe, and share, because edutainment is what I do. Yo, and we doing it on this right here. That's a cane and white cover. That is Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. We about to get off into issue 3. Issue 3 got a lot jumping off in it, man. And we want to cover as much of it as we can. We don't want to go too overboard. I don't want to give too much away. But again, shouts out to my man David Crownson, who is the writer and creator of Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, and art by Sylvain Repos. Hope I'm saying that right. And Sharonda J. Brown is the editor. It must be nice to rock with an editor that you can rock with. Huh? Yeah. Okay, let's get to it. I just showed this to you. Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, issue number 3. You know what I'm saying? Kingwood Comics. Put some royalty on it. All right, here we go. Flashback. We're going to be flashing back between the past and the present. We're going to be flashing back between separate scenes that are going on in different locations. So just be aware. Boom. There is that Mr. Charles. And apparently Mr. Charles can't sing, because here we got Miss Caesar Edgefield talk about, God damn, he can't sing. And that's what he said. I didn't say that. But they're discussing, well, Mr. Charles is discussing running away, and he's trying to get Caesar to understand they don't care nothing about you, even though you live in the big house. You are property, not a person. And he continues to sing, just like, you know, brothers who be singing about stuff and are very spirit filled and got the word up in them like to do. Meanwhile, my man Caesar is being called by Massa to help him in the barn. What's going on in the barn? And Caesar is very hood with his responses to Mr. Charles. He said, this is the first time in the history of niggerdom that I'm excited to get away and work. And he said, you're terrible. And he said, not as terrible as that nigga singing. And so he heads off to the barn to see what Massa wants. Brace yourself, gentlemen. That's what Massa wants right there. He wants his lips and his crotch. Oh my. Didn't y'all know that this happens sometimes? Haven't you ever read The Delectable Negro? You might have to pick that book up and read it. But Caesar's response is to bust Massa in the jaw. and he called him a black bitch. Did you look? He called him right there. He called Massa a black bitch. And man, I mean, he called Caesar a black bitch. And he said, now that is a mean right hook you got there, Caesar. Tell you what, since my brother raised about how big and strong you are, I'm going to let you live. Your daughter's dead, though. Tomorrow morning, we'll hang her right in front of you. Oh, don't be so dramatic. You and your wife can have another one. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Caesar, Catherine, and Venus Edgefield are running. See, now he got motivation to run. So now we know why he's running. Story by David Crowns and art by Sylvan Repos and Cortland Ellis. You're going to see some things that make you go, that reminds me of something. But here we go. Flash forward. And here he's thinking about Charles. I'm supposed to be protecting my family, but I put them in the heart of danger. Meanwhile, Chip is visiting his mama. She gave him orders and he ran off. Okay. And that's not the focus. What the focus is how can this be your son, Miss Tubman? He white. You gotta understand, these are slaves, but they're educated slaves. So insightful, not deeply insightful, but insightful enough. Yes, Venus, he white. And what's his rebuttal? Don't you see the resemblance? We got the same colored palms. And he think that's funny. He's adopted, but he's also very alert about what's going on. What's that? A whole bunch of vampires coming down on y'all. But you know what? I'm going to split this up to where it makes sense. So it's a whole bunch of vampires coming down on them. Then you get a Kirby-esque page of Chip and Harriet working the vampires. Now, as only vampire hunters can. And lo and behold, looky there. Doing what they do. Harriet Tubman with flashy kicks and flashy blades. Now, in the midst of getting choked out by a vampire, Chip manages to keep his cool and stab it in the eye with an arrow while simultaneously shooting an arrow to save his mama. And now they know there are too many vampires coming, and so they say, we doing heaven. And Harriet takes Venus on her back, and they take to the trees. Meanwhile, Catherine and Caesar is still on the wagon running. Yeah. He asking if she okay, but he should be paying more attention to the vampire that lands on the wagon. And now he's fighting. And if we remember last issue, he was a little bit not so useful in them first couple of issues, but now we see a moment of black love in the midst of conflict. What does Catherine do? What a real ride or die is supposed to do. I'm glad, baby. You glad what, Catherine? I'm glad we met. I'm glad we got married. I'm glad we had Venus. You my heart, my strength, Caesar. I know how to fight and love because of you. And you know what that does for Caesar. He tells her she's his strength and his heart too. And he handles that vampire. I like that. Meanwhile, Harriet, Venus, and Chip are making does that remind you of maybe like Batman and Robin, Spider-Man and Daredevil? You know, that looks very, very, very superhero-esque. But as they jump, there's that mystery man I was telling you about with a fancy ring and an anime kind of look to him. He's giving off some Vampire Hunter D energy. Now, when they land in the wagon, Caesar is already in killer white man mode, and Chip's like, whoa, 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 hold up, my man, don't shoot. And as you can see, the hilarity of her telling Daddy, that Miss Tubman's son. But you know what Miss Tubman's son does do? Solves the problem. Don't worry. I scanned this whole area and I saw there were packs surrounding us. So I drenched the forest with a gallon of alcohol. So now we can do my favorite escape strategy, Holy Ghost fire. Boom. And what does Chip do? He sets the whole damn forest on fire. Harriet's response? To knock Chip the fuck out. Is Chip knocked out? Chip ass knocked out. Cold, sleep, slobbering in his own blood. But you know, Harriet, like, he'll be fine. And so that basically is the story. Harriet is mad because, well, let's find out why Harriet's mad. Okay, poor Catherine. She held on to these ropes for dear life. Her palms are blistered and bleeding. I gotta pour some alcohol and aloe vera on them. The next safe house should take us about a day to get to. I asked Catherine where they headed. She say Canada. That's good. A lot of jobs there. Should take us a week. Chip is right. I don't think Venus and me would have made it without him, but his stupid ass antics might have attracted unwanted attention to us. Yes. Escaping bondage is not something you do loudly. And as far as unwanted attention, ooh, that feller survived flame. And he say, impressive. She killed a pack of vampires. She's a rare slayer. I'm going to enjoy eating you, Miss Tubman. Oh, my. Who is this fellow? Obviously, he's not a vampire because he's walking through fire untouched. And if he is a vampire, he's got some kind of enhanced special vampire abilities. Okay. So, we moving on with the Edgefields, or is this gonna be a Harriet story, and we're gonna learn more about this mysterious fella? We're gonna learn more about what's going on with Harriet and Chip and family. We're gonna learn more about the Edgefields. Maybe. We shall see. But that was one hell of a book. You know what I mean? I am enjoying this. I am enjoying this book. 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 David Crownson, Sharonda Brown, thank you. And please keep doing this book. Please keep doing this book. I am enjoying it, and I'm enjoying bringing it to y'all. What do y'all think about it? I know, man, y'all don't be deep off in the comic reviews, but y'all need to be. But tell me, what y'all thinking about Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer? Drop it in the comments. And that's it for now. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good to each other. And we out.